Hey y'all, I'm back. I actually need to make a stop, so I'm gonna try to record this before I have to make that stop. Hopefully I remember to make this stop because I said it. And you're gonna see me on the video like, yo, I didn't make a stop, but nah. So I'm gonna talk about shoot, it was just in my relationship steps, right? So a lot of people talk about, when you're in a relationship, like, how do you move to the next step, and basically what are the steps. And I feel like I've discussed this before inside of a video, but I never made a video actually dedicated to it. And again, I am no expert. I'm not gonna call myself nothing. I'm just me. I'm just talking on my experience, my expectations, and what I think from what I've learned, right? So when you're dating, right, it's like you have that very first stage where you meet somebody either online, in person, whatever, and then you start communication. That's the talking phase. During the talking phase, you're literally just trying to figure out if this person is worth your time. So you're texting, you're possibly video chatting, possibly talking on the phone. This is the talking phase. Before you meet face to face is your talking phase, right? Once you get off of the phone and you meet the person in person for whatever you want to call it, whether it's lunch, whether it's, oh, let's grab a drink, whether it's, let's meet up and talk, you're entering the dating phase. Obviously, no communication needs to happen to go from talking to dating outside of, oh, what are you doing? We should hang out. We should do this. That, my dear, is a date, okay? Especially if you met under the pretenses of some type of romantic relationship. Because I hate when people go, oh, we're going out, but we're just friends. No, sis, you're dating. Especially if you met this man on a dating site. So that's how people generally try to convince themselves it's okay to go out with people if they don't like them. They say, oh, we're going out as friends. Does he know that? Does she know that? You know what I mean? So that is the only thing. Like, when you start dating, for me, I cannot date somebody that I don't have some kind of interest in. And a lot of people are very comfortable dating people for, if it's a woman, just for free food, a good time. If it's a man, sometimes he's trying to get laid. You understand what I'm saying? So he'll date you enough to have sex with you, but he doesn't have any long-term interest in you. And I find that happens more often with men than women, but women do it too. But again, usually women do it for the material aspect. They want the food, they want you to buy them shit, they want you to spend money on them, yada yada yada. So for me, nothing needs to happen before dating. It just needs to be a communication of intent. So we don't have to have so are we dating? No, because you're going out on a date, so you're dating. But I feel like the intentions behind the dating need to be clear. If you don't like the person that way, you need to say, I'll go out with you as a friend, but I'm not romantically interested in you, or I don't have any sexual interest in you. Whatever, however you want to say it, I feel like that's important that you need to say that, so that there are no false expectations when you go out. Because 9 times out of 10, if you meet somebody on a dating site and you try to go out with them and say, oh, I'm just going out with you as a friend, they will decline because they're not looking for friends. They went on a dating site. A dating site, you're trying to find a mate. Somebody you're going to have sex with, somebody you're probably going to enter a relationship with, somebody you want to, chill with, have a future with, etc. So that is the purpose of them going on a dating site, to meet you, to have some type of romance in the future. So if you don't see that, don't go on a date with this person just for the sense of, being spoiled or treated nice, or having them spend money on you, or, eventually getting laid, etc., etc. Stop playing with people. So that's what needs to happen. Y'all need to communicate intent and be honest and clear with what you want, what you need, and what you expect to get out of the situation. Now, if you do this and the person says okay but still has delusions, that's not your problem, okay? Like, because I feel like a lot of people do this. For me, I feel like it's mostly men, because I'm a woman, so I'm going by what I experienced, and I'm going by what I would do. If a man tells me that he has no romantic interest in me, and we met in a romantic type setting, and I like him, and he's like, oh, we should go hang out, we should date, and we should go out. And he's like, oh, but just so you know, I'm not romantically interested in you. I just want to go out and have a good time. No, you're not having a good time with me. Sorry. You are not having a good time with me. I'm not your good time girl. You know why? Because if I have feelings for you and we keep going out, and you have no intention, or you don't have those type of feelings for me, and eventually we're going to have sex, because that's how shit goes, let's be grown about it here, then I'm having sex with somebody who does not have any want for me in that manner. You get what I'm saying? And they said, well, why would you have sex with him? Because you're going out with somebody, you spending time, you already have feelings, you already have like, you already have an interest, so shit is gonna go down. You know what I mean? So that part, set your intentions, make them shits clear, and do that before you go out on that date, right? Boom. Next, you're dating this person. Now, it's fair game. You can date this person and 10 other people. It does not matter. There are no rules to this. If you're dating, I always say you can date or talk to as many people as you're comfortable with. Some people are not comfortable dating multiple people. Some people only want to date this one person, and if it works out, it does. If not, on to the next. Some people rather have their options open and date multiple people and see where it goes and narrow it down. That's the dating process. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to go. We're not in a relationship, so I don't have to only date you. I don't have to only talk to you. And a lot of people, I know a lot of males have told me in the past, like, oh, well, I don't like talking to or dealing with women that date a bunch of people, because I don't want to feel like I'm on a list. I don't want to feel like I'm auditioning for something. I don't want to feel like I have to compete with people. But you are competing. You're competing. Just because you don't have any other interest in mind doesn't mean that she has to have that same issue, and vice versa. But I feel like women are more likely to be like, yeah, cool, because I feel like women always think they're better than other women, so they be like, oh, he gonna pick me anyway. So I feel like it's a security thing. But for me, I'm like, it depends. Because if I'm dealing with somebody and I'm dating them or whatever, and I start catching real feelings, and you're telling me that you're dating other people still, then I might respectfully decline to date you further. I might be like, you know what? Yeah, not gonna work. Because I'm not trying to get myself, in a situation. Because at that point, I feel like we either date exclusively or you don't date me at all. You could continue dating whoever you want. Again, this is not a bad thing. They didn't do anything wrong. They're just doing what they can do, and they can date whoever because you're not in a relationship. So obviously, when you go from dating to exclusivity, you should have a conversation. Conversation should go, hey, we've been dating for a while. I really have strong feelings for you. I feel like we should, think about or talk about dating exclusively. I really feel like we can work out, or I feel like we can have something going here, and I want to see where it leads without the interference of others. Something like that, right? If the person's like, nah, you gotta respect that. They don't want to. They don't want to just date you. They want to keep dating everybody else. And at that point, it's for you to say, okay, I agree, or nah, I gotta keep it moving. And that's just life. But you should have that conversation when you're ready to have that conversation. Like, don't wait for the other person to be ready. When you're ready, you say you're ready. If the other person's not ready, it's fine, but at least and you can decide what you want to do with that information, right? So now you're exclusively dating. Let's say they say, yeah, let's do it. Exclusivity, it means them people you was dating, gone. Them people you was entertaining, gone. People you was chatting up, gone. Because while you're dating, you can still be in the talking phase with other people, but you got to clear all that shit out if you decide to date exclusively. And this is the part where a lot of people get fucked up, because they don't understand that now you're exclusive with this person. You gotta cut all that other shit out. No leaving somebody on the back burner in case it don't work out. No, none of that. No, okay? Otherwise, you're not gonna date exclusively. Sorry, I got a little extra there because when you think about it, and it's just like these fucking people. But anyway, you're dating exclusively. You're not in a relationship, okay? So people get this confused. Oh, he's dating me. Da, 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 da. You're not in a relationship. He's dating you, you're dating him, you're not entertaining anybody else, but you are not in a relationship. I keep saying this because people mistake dating exclusively to being in a relationship. You are not in a relationship. Dating exclusively is not a relationship. Okay, I feel like I had to say it again. So you're dating him, he's dating you, her, she's dating you, whatever. It's just you two. You'll figure out if you want to connect on a deeper level, if you want to add expectations. Because if we're dating exclusively, we're hanging out, we're talking, we're chatting to our comfort. We might possibly be having sex, we might not, depending on the needs of the relationship and the people involved. We're vibing, but we're not in a relationship, because once you're in a relationship, there's other expectations. Now, dating exclusively and in a relationship is close, but it's not the same. So when you're dating, you're still single. I mean, technically, when you're in a relationship, you're single. But when you're dating, you're still single. So you can act single, honestly. Obviously, you're not going to be OD disrespectful. You're not going to be sleeping with other people. You're not going to be doing the most on social media, because you want to have some type of respect for the person that you're supposed to be zoning in on. But you're still a single individual. So you can have a life outside of this person. You can go to a party. You could do this. You could do that. You could do whatever the hell you want without thinking about this person, because you're not in a relationship. The idea is you're dating exclusively, so you're dealing with this person only, but we assume that also means you're not having sex with anybody else. So I'm going to put that out there, but that's not necessarily true, and that's why you need to have these conversations. So when you're dating exclusively, you need to understand what that means for you too. That might not mean the same thing for Billy and Christy as it means for Jackie and Sarah. They might have two completely different rules for dating exclusively, but you figure out what that means for you and what works for you, right? In your exclusivity. Once you get past that, if you guys feel like, okay, we're dating exclusively, I like her vibe, I like his vibe, he's rocking with me, he's down for me, whatever gave you this indication, something happened, you went through something, he went through something, y'all supported each other, whatever the hell that was, you decide, yes, I want to be in a relationship. We don't assume that. We have another conversation. Hey, this is going great, I really like you, shit, I could be falling for you, whatever you want to say there. I think we should enter into a relationship. Again, when you have that conversation, you explain what a relationship looks like for you, because you want to understand and you want to make it known. You want to understand what they need, and you want to make it known what you need and what you require. Because if they require something in a relationship that you cannot provide, this is the time to say, this is not for me. It was fun while it lasted. I really like you. I maybe love you, but I cannot give you what you require in your relationship, and therefore I don't think we should do this. Now, if this person says, oh, I require that, but it's not necessary, then you can revisit it. Like, oh, okay, well, maybe it could work. But for me, 9 times out of 10, if they say something like that, it's just because they want you, not necessarily because it's true. So you need to be very, very, very careful with that conversation, because you could get tripped up. Now, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but I have had these conversations with people, and obviously I've been lied to. So again, we want to do these things honestly and openly. We don't want to have these conversations just to say we had these conversations and we telling lies. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. So that's it. That's the last stage, relationship. And then, you figure out if you want to have babies and get married and buy houses and do all that good stuff. That's it. That's how I feel about the steps of dating and relationships. If y'all feel like I missed something or something was mislabeled or misrepresented, you can comment in the comments and let me know. If you feel like you want to hear my take on a certain topic, again, I'm not saying I'm an expert on anything. I just have a lot of thoughts, ideas, and comments and experience from myself and through others. So, like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think. I'm going to try to post clips of this in different places, because, yeah. All right, y'all. Bye.